Hey YouTube, how y'all doing? As y'all could tell from that thumbnail, no, I am not homeless. My son had the nerve, the audacity to tell me that I looked homeless. However, it is 9 degrees outside, and when I go to work in the morning, it's like 8 degrees. And for him to tell me that I look like I'm homeless, no, I look warm. I have my thermals underneath, my long johns, my thermals, my hoodie, my jacket, and my coat. I have my boots on. These pants, yes, they have bleach on them. They were a pair of $70 Nike pants. And one day I was cleaning the bathroom. You know, you rush. Um, we were on our way out, and I had cleaned the rest of the house, and I was like, well, let me clean the bathroom right quick. So I went in the bathroom to clean the bathroom with my bleach, Clorox with bleach. Somehow the nozzle disconnected from the bottle and bleach went everywhere. Part of me wasn't mad because I have an obsession with bleach. If it don't smell like bleach, it's not cleaned to me. So I managed to save half the bottle, but what I didn't save went everywhere. It went all over the floor, went all over these new Nike pants. So yes, I still wear them for $70. They got a little bleach on them. Hey, they look like Yeezys. They look raggedy, and that seemed to be the new trend. But yes, I was still going to wear my $70 Nike pants despite the bleach. So yeah, I got my Nike pants and my boots. I had on gloves, but I took them off in the car. And him being a young man with just a hoodie and a hat that I damn near had to threaten his life for him to put on. I'm like, you say I look homeless, you look cold. I am warm. And in the morning, again, I have to be to work when it's still dark. We walk through from the parking garage to the building. There's a walkway that I like to call I know it's an alley. They call it a walkway because it got a few lights in it, but where I'm from, it's called an alley. So when I'm walking from the parking garage to my car, or my car back to the building, I'm speed walking. It's dark in the morning. Again, it's an alley. It's ducked off. And if you don't know what an alley is, the alley is a sketchy path that gets you from destination A to destination B. It's like a shortcut alley. I'm not sure what you would call it from wherever you from, but where I'm from, it's sketchy, and sketchy things happen in the alley. But again, where I work at, we have a lot of medical students or travelers and people just who may be from a different state or a different country. So they naively trust the fact that they call it a walkway. So you see people casually walking through. You may see them talking on their phone, and it's like, no, this is an alley. You get in and you get out. Head up. Now, no distractions. Put your phone away until you're on the other side of this alley. Because that's how people fall prey. That's how people become victims. That's how people become targets. And I personally do not want to be victimized. I don't want to be a target. So in the morning, yes, I may look like I'm homeless, but to the person who don't have nothing better to do besides look for targets in the wee hours of the morning, I want you to have to guess about me. If you see me, I want you to think, is she a robber or a robbie? You know, I don't even want you to know I'm a she. Is that person robbable, or would that person rob me? Yes, because a lot of times as women, people take us as weak, they take us as vulnerable. So I don't even want you to know. If you see me from behind, I want you to have to question, is that a woman or is that a man? Am I gonna have to deal with some consequences if I approach this person, or what? I want you to really have to wonder and not just see me as, oh, that's a woman, let me attack. No. So yes, I'm covered up fully. I don't carry a purse. I keep it light. There used to be a time if I would carry a purse, it has to be something like a crossover bag, something that I could put under my coat, under my jacket, so where just to look at me, it doesn't even look like I have a purse. My keys are in my pocket because I don't even want you to think, okay, she got keys in her hand. The only time keys in your hand to me is okay is if you got a mace on your keychain, or if you have some type of pepper spray or like a weapon on your keychain. Then yes, keep that out with the trigger ready. But otherwise, just to have your keys out, because again, somebody looking is looking like, those are car keys. That means it's a car somewhere and they lurking. Again, I want you to not think I got nothing to where I'm not even, you don't even want to waste your time on me because I ain't got no keys. I might be on the bus. You just gonna have to question, am I even worth your time to, are you gonna gain something from robbing me, or are you just gonna be like, this was a waste of time? That is how I want you to feel. If, like I said, if you just a person who don't got nothing else better to do but lurk around looking for victims in the wee hour of the morning. So yes, that'd be my whole method to my madness. Even in the summer, in the summer, I may have on still some joggers, a sweater or a hoodie, and people sometimes walk past me, I have to look twice like, I didn't even know that was you, girl. Yes, because then that's the goal. I don't want you to know it's me. You know, for me, I could care less if I look like I'm poor, if I look like I'm homeless. I'm not trying to impress anybody at 4:30 in the morning. I'm trying to get to where I have to get to safely, without being violated, without being traumatized. I don't want to be traumatized. So I try to avoid situations that will put me in the path of possibly being a victim. And unfortunately, that happens all the time. There has been reports to where people have gotten their items stolen from them walking from point A to point B. And you know, because a lot of people are naive and the organization gives you a false sense of security that the grounds is safe. But I was born and raised here, so I know that that hospital is a hop skipping away from the ghetto, from anywhere you may not want to be. And I feel like that's not emphasized enough, but I'm not sure because I'm not in those rooms. But the way a lot of people are comfortable walking around that area, yes, they have security cameras. Yes, they have security or hospital police, but at 4:30 in the morning, where are they really at? Nobody's outside. And even if they was to catch them on camera, then you gotta find them. Meanwhile, I have already experienced a traumatizing event that's a part of my core memories. No, thank you. So yeah, it's so funny because one time, I needed my laptop for work, and I have a briefcase at home that I keep my laptop in when I'm at home. But this particular morning at 4:30, y'all, I put my laptop in a Walmart bag. 2 Walmart bags. You know, the gray plastic ones? A couple years ago, not the real thin ones. They had made them kind of like thick. Yes, those thick Walmart bags. I'm like, let me put my laptop in here. Somebody gonna think that, well, she got some lunch in that bag, or she got nothing worth stealing. And that's the whole thing. Again, not even just as a woman, as people in general, we have to be more proactive instead of reactive. I have mace. I don't know if I can show y'all. So I ain't gonna show y'all because I don't know how YouTube be. You know, I have tasers. A few years ago, I even went through the process of obtaining a firearm. Yes, I went through the class. It was a one-day event. Me and one of my sons went. My other son was out of town because I just feel like everyone has the right to bear arms. Just, you know, some people are just irresponsible with it. But for me as a single mother, there was a time where I used to literally wake up at 3 or 4 times in the night. I would check every window. I would check every door. I would look outside to see if there was unfamiliar cars on the street. I constantly lived in fear. I constantly lived with the thought that any day someone was going to try and come in and invade my peace, invade my security. So as a single mother, you not only have to be the provider, the emotional support, the nurturer, you are also faced with the security role. So yes, I spent so many years scared, like afraid. Again, even like if I'm at the grocery store, I tell my sons, when we pop these doors open, we all get out the car at the same time, put those phones away, and we to the car and to the store. Because again, if anybody's sitting in that parking lot looking, they looking for the person who is distracted, for the person who is on their phone, for the person who playing with their keys, for the person who waiting on the other person to get out the car. No. We typically, I have us sit in the car with the doors locked until we ready to move. And when we're ready to move, we move as a unit. And again, when we're leaving the store on our way back to the car, is as a unit. Put those phones away. We walking as a group, look up, look around, and we beelining it from the store to the car, to the car, to the store. Just, again, it is too easy, and there's so many predators in this world looking for a prey. So it's up to us to be diligent, to be aware. Again, I'm sitting in my car now because I gotta go to work, and I didn't want to go in the house because I didn't want to be comfortable. You ever go in the house and you get comfortable, and then you frustrated because now you got to get uncomfortable? So I had a few minutes to spare, but again, my doors is locked. I'm constantly looking around. So that was the thing about when I got what drove me to get my firearm. I've had it for about 5 years now. And instantly, when I tell you instantly, that was when I started having good night's sleep, was when I purchased a firearm. Because I feel like I was always on edge, like waking up 2 or 3 times in the night, because to me, if I hear anything, I'm waking up. If I think I hear something, I'm waking up. Because to me, if you come in here, I want to hear you before you come in here. I want to hear you trying to come through the window. I want to hear you jiggling on the door, because I feel like once you in here, my options are limited. But if I could, once again, be proactive and prevent you from standing over me while I'm asleep, I look at it like I have a better chance of surviving. So yes, when I got that, I have never rested so peacefully. You know, again, like, it's something about it. And to me, it's better to have it and never need it than to need it and unfortunately not have it. So, I enjoyed the class. I enjoyed learning the safety rules. I feel like a lot of people are irresponsible with their firearms. Like, it could take an argument, it could take emotions, it could take you feeling like you've been disrespected, and it's like, oh, hold on. But no, it's not for that. It's literally, for me, it's to protect my life. You know what I'm saying? If ever I feel like my life was in danger, and to and and I had to scare somebody, because you will get warned, you will get informed. If I even hear you coming through the window, trying to come through the door, you will be warned. And you will be warned that upon entry, abort, like, stop, you don't want to do this, abort, and we ain't got to go no further. But yes, having that has truly been a sense of peace. It has allowed me to rest, like truly rest, because sheesh, this world is ghetto. There used to be a time where women and children was off limits, like, or if you grew up in a certain neighborhood and people knew each other and they knew, oh, she don't do nothing, she take care of her kids, she come home, she go to work, she don't be in nothing. Now it's to where they looking and see you with your kids coming and going to work, and they'll be the main one to break in your house. I did experience someone breaking into my home, invading my home one day. Unfortunately, we were not there. But when we came home, we returned home. I had picked up my children from daycare. I had gotten off work, picked them up, and I came home and something with the back door looked odd. It just looked odd. And it wasn't, I thought in my mind, like, something looked odd. But when I opened the door, matter of fact, I didn't even have to open the door. The door was already open. And the problem with the door was it was a little screen. Like, it wasn't like a security door. It was a little screen with the literal screen that you could cut out. And on the main door, there was a piece of glass. You have a big brown door, and there's like a glass piece that's like a window. Yes, they had knocked out that small window and had came into our home. When I tell you, that night, and unfortunately, like, we didn't have anywhere we could go. My two youngest sons had went and spent the night over their grandmother's house. Two of my brothers had came and spent the night because I literally did not feel safe. And my refrigerator in my kitchen, that night I moved it to block the whole door. And instantly, that very next day, I was looking online to move for a place to rent. Yes, get me out of this inner city. And from there, we moved into a suburb. And even the suburb was different. When you live in the inner city for so long, when we went to go see the house, it was quiet. The neighborhood was quiet. Like, just things you hear in the inner city, like loud music and sirens. I promise you not. Did not hear one siren. Did not hear loud music. It was quiet. From the first house I went to go visit in the suburb, and I was like, hey, don't care how much how many jobs I have to work to be able to afford this peace of mind and this stillness and this quiet. I'm never going back to the inner city. And so for the past, was it 10 to 12 years, 15 years, we lived in the suburbs. Because again, the peace of mind was just priceless. You know, not to say bad things don't happen in the suburbs, and not to say when we lived in the suburbs, guess what, I was still waking up 2 or 3 times at a night, looking out my windows, looking to see if was any unfamiliar cars. Because you know, when you live on certain streets and you get to know your neighbors, and you know, okay, that car is for that house, that car lives there. And when you get to seeing unfamiliar cars, it's like it was nights I would literally stay up for hours in my mind watching a car that I didn't recognize. You know, you hear people walking down the street. I'ma watch them from the time they walk from my house until I can no longer see them out my window, making sure that nobody turn around, making sure nobody like re-spin the block. I'm telling you, like, you have to be on your P's and Q's at all times. You know, especially if you out here as a single mother, as a single person. You know, a lot of times I even tell some of the younger females I work with, because in the summer, you know, again, you go to work, you might go to the gym after work. And they may have on their gym clothes and they just shorts be so short. So I'll be like, queen, please cover up. Because, you know, your body is your body and your choice. And to you, you just got on your workout clothes. But to this world, like I said, there are so many more predators than prey. So you never know when somebody watching you, when somebody lurking, when somebody and like I said, I would look like this and not care if you think I'm homeless, not care if you think that I'm loiter, what they call people be loitering. I do not care. If you got any questions, I will show you my badge, but I'm gonna look like this at 4:30 in the morning. I'm gonna look like somebody who, like I said, I want you to see me and look like, is that a she? Is that a he? Is that somebody who ain't wrapped too tight? Look, call me crazy. call me whatever you think that you feel like I look like. I just be feeling like I have to, you gotta protect you. I gotta protect me. And like I say, sometimes you go to work, somebody may call off. So you thought you may have been getting off work at 3 when it's daylight. You might be there to 8. Again, it's dark at 8. I want to walk out that building looking like, again, because the same person lurking in the morning may not be the same person lurking at night. So you're gonna get the same attire. Whoever ain't got nothing to do and lurking around looking for a prey is gonna see me at night and wonder, is that a man or a woman? You know, like, is that person homeless or are they leaving work? You're not gonna know. And that is fine with me. I've never been one to really give too much thought on what humans think of me. I'm more concerned with what God thinks of me, what the universe thinks of me, you know, well, how am I as a person? And that, I care most about that. How somebody think I look, at 4:30 in the morning. Not at all. That is the last thing on my mind. Is, oh, let me take my hat off. Let me fluff out my hair. Let me put on some lipstick. Let me put on some lip gloss. No, boo-boo. Not at all. I will put on some Vaseline on my lips once I've entered the building. I will pull my phone out of my pocket once I've entered the building. Other than that, from point A to point B, keys in my pocket, phone in my pocket, and I am speed walking. I am on a mission. I am one track mind. Get me through this alley, get me through this walkway. And don't get me wrong, we have shuttle buses that could take you from the garage to the building. But a lot of times, if you catch one, then okay, like if you catch one, it's a blessing. But if you miss it, you'll mess around and be late trying to wait on another shuttle bus. And to me, unless you are parked to where you could see the shuttle bus, you are unable to sit in your car. So then you just standing around at 4:30 in the morning looking like you want to be a victim, because hey, you standing around, what you doing? They may be like, hey, that person been outside for a few minutes. Let me see what they got. So if I get to the garage and there's no shuttle bus, I'm gone. I am to the building. Because like I said, like, to just stand around waiting outside is too easy to become a prey. And like I said, I got people depending on me, so I can't let you take me. You take me, who gonna take care of my children? If you take me, no. First, I'm gonna be proactive and make sure it don't happen. And then in the event that, God hope it never does, but in the event that it ever happen, we gonna fight. You is gonna be like, oh, girl, just get away from me, because I'm not going without a fight. I'm not going without screaming. I'm not going without getting some of my DNA on you. Like, it's gonna be drag out, smack down, because I got too many people depending on me. You can't have me. Not at all. And that's the thing too. Nowadays, people just don't want your stuff. People don't just want to, okay, give me what you got, and I'm gonna leave you alone. No, they want to take it further and further. So they be like, woo, child. No, it'd be a simple take my stuff. Too many possibilities on what could happen. Have me just so, let me make sure nothing happens. And then when I get to my destination, first thing I do when I walk through that door is say thank you. Well, when my boots hit that door, thank you. Thank you. You know. And I pray, be with me when I'm out, when I leave my car, and when I make it to the building. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because this life is precious. This life is also corrupt. There's so many wicked people. I would like to believe it's good people, but from what I've seen and what I've been through, the wicked seems to be winning the war. The wicked seems to be trending. So it's just like, God protect me, keep me, give me the mind to be able to protect and be conscious and protect myself at all times. Keep me conscious, keep me abrupt, keep me aware, you know, keep me focus. You know, that's why people be like, you don't smoke and drink? Unfortunately, no, because I need to be aware. I need to be in my right mind at all times. No type of distractions. Because again, it's just me. My children depend on me. I feel like if I'm not in my right state of mind, you know, intoxicated, under the influence, I put myself at risk to not be able to react, not be able to peep out a situation or trust my intuition to be like, this don't feel right, because I'm intoxicated. You know, so without my intuition, without my trusting in spirit, I put myself at risk. And again, as a single mother of 3, I've never had the liberty or wanted to be in a situation that I'm not 100% me, that I'm vulnerable. No, not at all. So yeah, so that's just my story. I thought it was funny that my son called me homeless. But again, 9 degrees. Again, going to work at 4:30 in the morning. and I've been warm all day, you know. But I'm about to get ready to go to work. Put this phone down so I could drive. Because that's another thing I'm serious about. I do not text and drive. I do not fumble with the radio, because I feel like all it takes is a second. All it takes is a distraction. If it's a red light, because some of these red lights be red lighting, I may look at my phone, you know, and if it's important, I may respond because, okay, I'm sitting stationary, you know. But once that light turn green, which always happens, as soon as I begin to respond, lights green. Then next thing you know, all the way to your destination, you only got green lights. So it's a pro and a con, because it's a con because at that point you be wanting a red light. But it's a pro because every light has been green. So yes, be well, be blessed, be aware, and just positive energy. You know, the world is full of so much negativity. The world is heavy. The world is toxic. So we have to stay grounded in positivity. You know, we have to stay grounded in knowing that it's going to be okay. Knowing that everything that's going on is meant to distract us. Don't allow those distractions to win. Good night. Talk to y'all later. Subscribe. I don't think I ever said that. Subscribe, like, and drop down where y'all from. Do y'all know about alleys? Do y'all have alleys and sketchy walkways where y'all from? Paths or shortcuts, whatever you may call them. You know, and just always be diligent. Be focused, be aware of your surroundings. Bye.